Well, students, today we are going to go over your trading window. This is very helpful to you because you see it all the time and may not understand some of those things that go on in your trading window. So please pull out your MetaTrader 4. Make sure you're looking at your phone while I'm talking to you so you get a good understanding. Get your pad and your pen, take some notes. Let's get started. Before we get started, here's a little bit about myself. My name is Adeze Duncan, representing iMarkets Live. Some of you may know me from Forex 101 on IML TV. Also, I was an educator for 10 years, and now I'm here educating you on the facts and methods of Forex. In order to get started on this journey, you need to remember one thing and one thing only. I am a student. Always. This is very important for you to remember and to remind yourself of often. You will hear me use this phrase frequently as a reminder that you are a student that is learning a skill that will pay you for the rest of your life. Make sure that you take your time and learn what you need to learn. Pace yourself. Do not compare yourself to anyone else's progress. Always keep a winning mind frame and you will do very well in this industry. Upon finishing this video, you should have a very good understanding of the following questions. Read through them quietly to yourself. As you are taking notes, make sure to pause this video in order to answer these questions. So if you get to your trading window and it looks like this is basically where you would go to, either look at orders after you've placed them. You see the very top one, it says balance. Balance is basically the amount of money that you actually have when you have no open positions. This is what you have when you put your initial deposit in. It's going to show that in the balance. This number changes based on your wins and your losses. Below the balance is called equity. This number contains your balance amount plus your profits or losses. If you are up $22, it's going to show it here. This number moves when trades are open. So if you actually have a trade, you see at the bottom where it says positions and you see GBP USD, that one is open currently. And you see they're up $22. So that's why it now shows $10,022. It actually moves and fluctuates while you're winning or losing. So if you're in a big negative, then your equity is going to go down. And when you actually, decide to close your order, whatever your equity says, that is going to become your balance. Your equity is going to go to zero when you close the order out. Underneath your equity is this thing called free margin. This number represents the available money you have in your account to trade with an open new position. So if you've got several positions open, this free margin is going to go down. It shows you how much money you actually have available to take on new trades. All right. Now, here's the thing. If you happen to have multiple trades going, your free margin is going to go down. There is a reason why we suggest that you trade or you have different accounts set up for different things. So for instance, if you have an auto trader set up, or if you're using let's say Fusion Trader, or if you're using swipe trades, if you yourself are personally trading, it is best to have a separate account for each one. Why? Because depending on how things are going, if things are going well, great, you can take on more positions. You're going to have more free margin. But in the event that, let's say, one of those is not doing so well, that's going to remove how much free margin you actually have in your account. And that can actually cause some of your positions to start closing depending on how they're doing. You're basically increasing your risk by having more people or more different things trading out of the same account. It is best to have multiple different accounts to trade out of. So that way your free margin is not contingent on if the auto trader is doing well, or if your swipe trade is doing well, or if you are doing well. It's only contingent on just one person trading that one type of account at a time. Hopefully that makes sense. With no open accounts, equity, free margin, and balance should all be equal. They should all equal the same thing. The next one is margin level percent. Now, this is something that you definitely want to pay attention to. And this kind of goes back to what I was saying about in free margin, why you shouldn't have multiple different things, different options.